Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the USF Bulls, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the USF Bulls offense takes the field. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense.
Breaks into the open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Got it in the middle. It's Reeder. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Look at the big fella doing work in the secondary. The big tight end catching the ball, and he's just shooing these little DBs away. Get off me.
Pulls and fires complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants to throw it again. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Bulls. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this offense comes up first down, tries to run the football. No answer. Second down, they go for the pass. They give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with two great plays.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work. Seven 0 lead.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Bulls lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted deep in his own end. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
He'll keep it himself. There he goes. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the single back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
So now it's second and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Now they'll try the right side. Across the 25. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They're going to ride this running back. Got it up for the first. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Wants to go up top on first down. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a second down. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, South Florida. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for room, it's St. Clair. At the 35, he's got room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this. Turning it on! After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Bulls come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that.
Sprinting away. The 20. He's at the sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. They had the explosive score, and it's all for naught as that penalty will take the touchdown off the board. First down for this offense. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Bulls send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun. Give on the inside. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Soft spot in the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Give to the running back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. Touchdown, USF! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Sends it back in motion. They'll go back to the air on second down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's Reeder. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Bulls. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball?
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Catch in the middle, it's Cherry. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Offense working from the pistol.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Fires to the middle. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Fires into the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Bulls!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
NC State, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Bulls will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Jukes his way for more. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Keep it on the ground. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. Breaks into the open. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move, it's St. Clair. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Florida Atlantic was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Boca. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Still running at the 40. Wide open space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, South Florida.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Got him downfield. At midfield, he's got room. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He's got the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Nice to have the doink work in your favor every now and then, off the left upright and through. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reeder. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because
there he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Bulls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, USF!
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to...
Intercepted! intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Bulls. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. It's caught. Oh, he's got some space. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
On the play. 3 plays down. It's 4th down.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Reeder. Finds a crease at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulls!
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On the move, he fires. Pulls it in. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The give from the gun. Makes it past the marker. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snags it over the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Really good job. Team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Back to the ground with the running back. Past the stakes, and he may get more. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Crosses the 45. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.